Hello and welcome back. So in this video, we're going to start the process of creating our own grammar file that's going to take a look at both lexing and parsing a subset of JSON. So Nelson, you want to go ahead and explain to them what exactly you've got planned?
Yeah, so we're going to basically create a lecture and parser that can understand the subset of JSON, which is exactly what, Jason just said. But let me go ahead and actually describe what JSON is to all the people who don't already know. JSON is a data format. It stands for Java Object Notation, or JavaScript Object Notation, sorry. And it was born out of the literal object and array syntax that is inherent in JavaScript. So in JavaScript, we can go ahead and say var person equals something like this. We can say, and then name equals first is Nelson, last is Lakay. And then we can also say something like addresses is an array of ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, what we have here is this is JavaScript code, completely valid JavaScript code, but the syntax was so terse and nice that it became a sort of standard for data formats. So what the JSON in this example is what I have highlighted right here. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the var person equals and just take a look at JSON itself. So JSON has a few different concepts. It has the concept of an object and the concept of an array and the concept of, I guess you could say, an atom or a value. So an object is a collection of named values. Okay? Mm-hmm. So in this case, this value is named name. This value is named addresses. Think about it like properties on a class. So in this case right here, our name property is another JavaScript object, or JSON object, I should say. This is going to have an identifier right here, followed by a colon, followed by a value. In this case, the value is simply a string. Now the comma right here jumps us back down to the next property that we're going to define on this JSON object, and that's addresses. And addresses is going to be an array. An array is bracketed and comma separated, and it acts, well, like you would expect an array to. It's going to be an ordered list of values. You can also do things like put objects inside of arrays. And you can, of course, also use number literals and a few other literals. But,
and I would assume you could also do multi-dimensional arrays?
Yes, if you wanted to go crazy, you could go.
Yeah.
Or let's make this less crazy so I don't have a seizure.
Nice.
So
cool.
Yes, so you can have multi-dimensional arrays as well. There's a little bit more to JSON. And obviously in real JavaScript, you could put JavaScript code inside of a JSON object, but JSON is not going to have any JavaScript code inside of it when used as a data format. There are a few more features of JSON, but we're not going to be discussing them. We're just going to be using or writing a parser and a lexer that is capable of understanding the syntax that I have out right here. And then we're going to continue that example to see how, we can write a basic JSON parser in C#.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Okay. Do we want to actually start up the project in this one, or? Yeah,
let's go ahead and fire up AntlerWorks, and let's close CGS. Hopefully, you guys don't have that already. Go to File, New. This actually might be what pops up if you don't have a file open already. We're going to call this grammar name Basic JSON. It's going to be a combined grammar. Remember, a combined grammar is a grammar that includes a lexer and a parser. Mm-hmm. And then we're just going to go ahead and hit OK. Now we're going to save this out. Something important to realize about saving out grammar files is that every grammar file is going to have a name, but you're going to have to actually name the file the same name as the grammar. Otherwise, you'll get an error.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and name this. I'm going to dump it on my desktop, and I'm going to call this Basic JSON. Basic JSON.
Hey, how's it going, Nelson?
Now you're on my desktop. So, and remember that the name has to correspond to what we have in the grammar right here.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's really about it.
All right, cool. So
Yeah.
we can go ahead and wrap it here, and in the next video, start moving forward with this. All right. Thanks a lot, everyone. We'll catch you in the next video.